Hello, and welcome, everybody, to episode 3 of Titan Talk, with me, your host, Tyson. Alright, everybody, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Attack on Titan video. Today is going to be a little bit different than usual. As you can see, I'm sitting here at my desk rather than standing, giving some sort of overdramatic, exaggerated sort of introduction. Instead, I'm here today talking to you as if I'm just a little gnome. Let's get right into it. And today we're going to be just discussing the most recent episode of Attack on Titan, episode 3 of the final season. Now, this is going to be a little bit different than what you guys might be used to. So this is episode 3 of Titan Talk, but that doesn't mean you have to go back and rewatch the first two. You can if you want. This is sort of like a podcast that you guys can sort of just have on in the background. However, for this 1 week alone, this week from December 21st through December 25th, Christmas Day, instead of my regularly scheduled videos, I'm going to be releasing episodes of Titan Talk in their place. Now, the first about 10 minutes or so of each Titan Talk is going to be sort of a regular video where I do the regular things that I would normally do in a normal video. The point of that is so if you are not interested in Titan Talk, just like a podcast where I just talk either about Attack on Titan or just other things going on, you guys don't have to feel as though you have to watch it. Instead, I'm giving you guys best of both worlds. The first bit of this Titan Talk is going to be just like any other video, while the rest of it is going to be more of just a long, open-ended type of just sit down and chat type of video. And that's sort of how it's going to be for the rest of this week. So don't, think that I'm making totally different types of videos. The videos are going to be exactly the same as they are normally. Just think of them as a lot longer. The beginnings are going to be similar. Starting tomorrow, won't have any sort of introduction into what we're doing. You guys watch today, you kind of get the idea of what's going on. You'll pick it up. It's real easy. But today is Titan Talk episode 3. Today we are reviewing episode 3 of the final season of Attack on Titan. Now, I can't show the anime on screen, on camera, on YouTube. The reason for that, I'll explain in just a second. Now, because this is in podcast form, there aren't going to be any huge cuts. So you guys get to see stuff like that. No, I'm still not sponsored by Monster. We'll see about that. But basically, I can't show the anime because if I do, my channel will get copyright strike for showing copyrighted material. I know other channels do it. I don't know how they get away with it, though. I don't know, because I've gotten copyright strikes before. So I know I can't do it. But I know some people do. Other people may get away with hiding it in the bottom corner of their screen. Other people may make it really blurry or something. Or maybe even just showing small sections of it. But I found personally that none of that works for me. I end up getting striked anyway. The YouTube algorithm isn't even what picks it up. Usually it's a manual claim, like somebody's watching the video and they actually report it or something. And so it really, is the letdown when that happens, but we just got to keep moving forward, in the words of Eren Yeager. And so with that, we're gonna review it. So I think we should get into it. We're already almost 5 minutes in. I think that we should definitely start talking about this. Now, Titan Talk is probably going to be about a 30-minute video. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, obviously, you guys can stay however long you guys want. And it's going to be like this all week. So I hope you guys get used to it. Yeah. No, that came off a bit rude. What I mean is, I don't know, you guys can watch the beginnings of the videos and it'll be just like my regular videos, but you don't have to stay for the rest. I get it. You guys got busy lives. And you guys can also save Titan Talk for a later date. Today I'm doing episode 3 review. Tomorrow, who knows what I'm going to be doing? I obviously will probably be doing a Christmas special. Watch out for that. Ho, ho, ho. I hear Santa's making an appearance. But enough chit-chat, everybody. I think we need to be talking about Attack on Titan here. So we're going to be starting off with the beginning of the episode. If you guys don't have Crunchyroll Premium, you guys should potentially invest because it's pretty good. The episode comes out like an hour after Japan, and honestly, it's really good. And after this, I'm pulling it up right now. But after this, we're probably going to talk a little bit about some new anime that I've been watching. Let me just pull it up here real quick. Once again, I can't show you guys, very sadly, but so I kind of predicted what this episode was going to be about based on the previews of next episode. Obviously, I've read the manga. I mean, so that doesn't really count, I guess, as a prediction. But you know, it's always interesting to see how many chapters they fit into each episode. They've been going pretty quickly. Episode 2, I think, was like 3 chapters into one episode. I think it was quite a bit. Yesterday's episode, was easily another 2, maybe 3 chapters as well. It could have been more. I lost count after 2, though. I mean, I know they went to 2, and I couldn't quite tell if the end there had a 3rd chapter built into it, but oh my gosh, this pacing is very fast. This is one of the fastest paced animes that I've ever watched. You sit down, 20 minutes goes by like that, and so much has happened. They've covered like multiple chapters in one episode. Now I know that's somewhat normal for anime, but sometimes it's not, though. Sometimes they will stretch things out beyond belief. But of course, we're on chapter like 95, 96 of the manga, and we're only on episode 63, so I guess, you know, or 62, I'm so sorry, 62, but, you know, I guess that makes sense. So it starts off with Reiner as a child. It's going to be a heavy flashback episode. Reiner's learning from his mother that his father is a dirty Marleyan, that they are dirty Eldians, and that his father is a purebred Marleyan with nothing to do with that devil scum blood, and to never ask about him ever again, never see him, never care about him, nothing. He's horrible, but also where horrible, he's perfect. It's a bit of a victim complex, superiority complex, but the other way around, right? Now, obviously, Reiner's a child. He's in the warrior cadet program because the mother was like, hey, I want to be an honorary Marleyan, so I'm going to force my child to be a product of war, and that's it. I'm going to ruin this kid's life. So she does. Thank you, Katrina Braun, for ruining a kid's life. You are a horrible person. Anyway, then we get on, and it's basically just a really cool, we have a bit of a conversation basically saying how, hey, Reiner sucks, right? My favorite part of this episode was the very beginning, right after the intro, where they classify each Titan and who gets to inherit each Titan, where they have all of the paperwork out. You see the Marleyan officials talking about it. I mean, I think that's super cool. Can we talk again about how amazing the intro is? I love the intro. Sometimes it doesn't fit perfectly with all of these episodes. It fit perfectly for the first episode, but let me tell you, 2 episodes from now should be about chapter 100, and I think we all knows what happened in chapter 100. It's going down, and that intro is going to be amazing again. So it's going to be great again, if I may. So the intro, and then obviously we get that really awesome scene where we talk about the female Titan, Colossal Titan, Armored Titan, Jaw Titan, and who's going to inherit them, all the traits about them. Now, this was probably one of the boringest parts in the manga to read. Other people might have been saying like, oh, hey, this is really cool. It's a lot of plot. You get to learn a lot. No, I didn't like that part. I thought it was really boring. I like the explosion as well from the Colossal Titan. Very cool. Then we move on, and Reiner gets it, and everyone's pissed off because Reiner wasn't supposed to get the Armored Titan. Instead, it was because Marcel was talking bad about Porco. Marcel was like, hey, Porco sucks, man. Reiner's great. Reiner cares about everything. And the officials were like, sure, why not? Whatever. Let's give it to the kid. And so, you know, worst comes to worst, and Reiner gets the Armored Titan just like that. Just like that. Stay hydrated, everybody. So, then we move on a little bit further, And we get that scene that we've actually already seen before. They're at the fire pit. They're waking up in the morning. Well, they're not waking up. They're still talking in the morning. They're having a big argument. Reiner learns that he's not supposed to be the Armored Titan. And right then and there, Ymir shows up from underground. She just tunnels her way out. And, well, the rest is history. We've already seen it. Last season, Marcel gets eaten by Ymir. They all run away. And Annie beats the heck out of Reiner. It's a horrible scene. It's crazy. It's impactful, if I may. But, worst comes to worst, Reiner convinces them. Just to keep going. So, that's pretty cool. I think that it's interesting how Reiner convinced them to keep going. But of course, then that led to absolutely get, PTSD. Then we get some scenes where they're just talking to Eldians on the island. They're learning about the people on the island. Annie talking to Kenny. I don't remember that part very well, and I'm not sure why. I think that was to get close to the Founding Titan. But either way. And then, so they get close. But then, so we go through all that. I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Basically, the point of all of this is that they're trying to show that they learned that Eldians are people too. The Islanders are people too. They're all the good people. Nobody deserves to die. They're all fine. And it makes them a bit sad that they have to kill them all. And then Reiner, of course, the thing about Reiner is he has to put up with all of this. He has to put on the show. He has to take the place of Marcel, who is the leader of the group. And so he has to say, let's take Wall Rose out because we have to, essentially. We all know how that went. Eren was able to patch the hole. They didn't realize Eren was a Titan at the time, but they figured it out. And when Eren, is breaking down saying this is horrible, why am I going to die without getting anything done? Reiner, it really hits close to home with Reiner to the point where 4 years later, he wants to kill himself. Sorry, YouTube, don't demonetize me. I'm not monetized in the first place. So he puts a shooting thing in his mouth and almost pulls the trigger, and Falco shows up and just, out of coincidence, saves his life and is like, damn, this sucks. I hate this. Me too. Life, man. Life. So, anyway, a mysterious man then calls Falco over and talks to him about, his feelings. Falco's feelings. How everyone is sort of respectable. How he shows up to Marley and sees these people and thinks, why did it have to come to this? How did it get like this with war? Why is war even a thing? If everyone knew how bad war was, would we ever go to war? And Falco's like, what do you mean? And this mysterious man says, listen, for as much as war sucks and as bad as it is, people have their goals and their missions, and we have to keep moving forward. And right then and there, we see who it is. Guess who it is? Guess who it is? I'll give you guys 5 seconds. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, it's Eren. What? No way, dudes. It's Eren freaking Yeager. Yeah, man, it's Eren Yeager. And he's back. He's back, baby. Jean shouldn't be back yet, but you know what? We don't care about that. We haven't seen him in a little while. So, everything's all good. All right, guys, I'm going to give you guys a brief intermission here. I'm just going to get up and stretch a couple muscles here. Still probably not going to cut it, but after this, we're going to get right into Titan Talk, Episode 3, reviewing Episode 3 of Attack on Titan. So, whew, that was fun. Man, I love Tyson. He's the greatest. Did I say that? That wasn't me. That was somebody else. Yeah, I know, right? That's super cool. I can't believe you love Tyson that much. That's Titan Talk, Episode 3. Welcome back, everybody. So let's talk a little bit about some anime, shall we? Do you guys watch anime? I watch anime. Basically, let me go to my anime list. I created an anime list, guys. I hope you guys don't mind. If you want to find it, it's my username is Tyson MW for Missing Weekly. Ties and MW. And so, as you can see on this list, I'm watching Boruto. I'm only on episode 4. I haven't watched it in a couple weeks, sorry. I'm currently watching Hitoribochi. Great show. Absolutely love it. I'm almost done with that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna finish that tonight anyway. So if you guys are watching this, it'll already be completed for me. I think I'm gonna start Konosuba next. I think I am. I'm not sure yet. Haven't made up my mind. But there is a show I'd like to talk about, and that's Blend S. Blend S was an amazing show. I loved it. I just finished it like yesterday. Loved Blend S. I'm not exactly the biggest Hideri fan. I think you guys know why. But the show is great. Maika, amazing. She's a bit strange though. Her character changes. But not like character development changes. Obviously her character changes. No bleep, right? But at the beginning, she's sort of, a ditzy little girl, like a little teenage girl looking for her first job, doesn't know how to talk to anybody. Then she sort of understands how things work in like episodes 2 and 3. She sort of gets things. And then, you get to like episodes like 7 or 8. I think they sort of they sort of clearly define her character as her in episode 1, sort of like a ditzy girl who doesn't really know much and just sort of goofy. But episodes like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, those episodes in the middle, she doesn't play that role very well. Instead, she's more of like a, smarter, more just caring. She sort of gets that. I don't know. That's just sort of the vibes I got, if I'm being totally honest. I'm not here to critique the show, though. Obviously, Kaho is great. She is my waifu. I'm kidding. I don't have a waifu. Mafuya is funky. How old is she? Does anybody know? Actually, it probably says how old she is. But she's an adult. That's pretty cool. Dino, my man Dino. He's super cool. I am him, if you couldn't tell. And Akazuki is also a very cool dude. Now, I'm looking at this on Anime List, and Amano Mew is only a supporting character? Come on, man. I guess. Same with Hideri. It's such a weird pronunciation. Hideri. I took Japanese in school. I know how to pronounce these things. I just am having a hard time right now. I took Japanese in college, in university. I took 2 years of Japanese. I don't want to explain why I didn't take a third. Oh, well, I just haven't gotten to it yet, basically. I'm taking a couple semesters off of Japanese because I have other classes to focus on. I've got a lot of other classes to focus on. But the semester's over now, so that's cool. I can focus more of my time on Attack on Titan and also Titan Talk. Speaking of which, we are on episode 3 of Titan Talk. How many times do you want me to say that, guys? Blend S was an amazing show. I really, really enjoyed it. Now, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. It came out in 2017. It's only got 12 episodes. It's another slice of life anime that you guys might really enjoy if you are into that type of stuff. Or if you guys have like a girlfriend that just likes cute things like dogs or animals or just cute little things, she'll love the show. And it'll be great to watch with her. For example, one of my favorite anime of all time is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And let me tell you guys, that is one of the cutest shows I've ever seen in my entire life. Kana is adorable. I love Kana. She is cute. Nothing else, okay? Toru is cute, but in a different way, in a more adult kind of way. Kobayashi, I'm not a fan of Kobayashi. I love Kobayashi. She's amazing. She's like the second best character after Toru and Kana. That's how that works. I love Lukawa though. Lukawa, okay, I'm just saying right now, all the characters are great. I went into Blend S with the mindset that it was going to be like a Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and I will say it's identical. They're both maid themed, and they have have the exact same characters. They have the exact same characters. You could literally trace. I mean, I think it's just a slice of life thing, but you could literally trace each character to the other character, like as an exact character, right? So like Mafuya is obviously Kana. Kaho is probably Lukawa. Maika is Toru, right? Akazuki, I personally think at the beginning was giving off some Fafnir vibes. However, he sort of developed into more of a other character vibes, I'll say. But, I mean, you can literally trace the characters over, right? I mean, it's great. I love the show. I mean, the shows are great. I mean, but I'm not only a slice of life kind of guy. You know, I watch a lot of other anime. So, for example, I've been on an anime binge recently. I just finished the fourth. No, that can't be the fourth season. Let me check real quick. It's got to only be the... Oh, it is the fourth season. I just finished the fourth season of High School DxD. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say, High School DxD, that's the one with the big anime... Yeah, that's the one. However, the fourth season came out apparently in 2018, which is not that long ago. Oh my God. I thought it came out a while ago, but I had watched the first 3 seasons a long time ago, like before this season came out, a long time ago when I was a wee lad, when I was a child. And I thought it was the greatest show ever. I was like, oh my gosh, this show is so good. I love it. It's the coolest. And well, the fourth season hadn't come out yet. There were ads for it, but it hadn't come out yet. And so last week I finally got around to watching the fourth season. Let me tell you, the animation style, I think, increased. A lot of you guys are going to hate me for that if you've seen it. People say that the animation style looks horrible. People say it looks more cartoonish. I don't think so. I think it looks more like a modern anime. If you guys have ever seen, I mean, obviously people have their own preferences, right? If you prefer that style of anime that's like crudely drawn early 2000s anime, then you'll love High School DxD. But the last season has the same animation style as like a slice of life anime, like a modern one, like Blend S. I mean, it just looks more modern, slimmer lines. There's no like CGI. I mean, it's not like they don't use a lot of CGI, but you know, it's just really well drawn and it's a lot, you know, lighter of a show. Now, the thing about it is you may be thinking, hey, Tyson, isn't that show that has the huge anime things? And I'm like, yeah, well, I will say the fourth season is lacking in that department. And personally, I think that's a plus because the show itself is an actually really interesting and amazing show. I've never really seen a concept of a show like this. It's not like you can just pinpoint and say that's like every other slice of life anime because it's not really even slice of life. It's action, comedy, demons, and it's got the ecchi and romance and harem categories, but the fourth season doesn't have much of that. Now, obviously you have Oppai Dragon, which is a big theme, but let me tell you guys, the actual plot of the show is really good. Now, I'm going to get hated on for saying, oh, Tyson watches High School DxD for the plot. We all know what that means. Let me tell you guys, the plot is really good. When I first started watching it, I said, hey, look at that. That's some big anime things. And I want to watch the rest. And so I watched all 3 seasons looking for more. And then I took about a 3 to 4 year hiatus. And I'm out of that phase. And I watched that 4th season. I mean, it didn't have as much of that, you know, anime thingies. And I think that's better because it had so much more plot to it than ecchi. I mean, there was more action than ecchi. There was more fighting and demons than harem or romance. There was so much more of it. If you haven't seen the first 3 seasons, it might not make a lot of sense, but the 4th season is like the culmination of the last 3 seasons of plot all put together. They don't need to make an entire beach episode filler to explain why the little kid has like bat powers. Instead, he just uses the bat powers and you get it, right? I prefer that. It's like watching a Marvel movie, right? You're watching like Iron Man 1 and then you watch Thor 1 and each, and then you have to watch Captain America 1 and then you have to watch Hulk and then you have to watch those other ones. I watch them. And then, you're watching an entire movie just to see like what one guy can do. That's sort of like what each season is in High School DxD. You're learning about the characters, and it's like that in a lot of anime. And then you watch the 4th season, and it's like watching one of those Avengers movies where they all come together, and you know all of them already. And so, Thor does his hammer, and Iron Man does his little gauntlet, and you're like, I've seen that before, and now they're using it in action without having to like explain it to us. And it's really cool, right? Because you can finally see them using it in like a real world setting. It's just like it, where it's like a culmination of everything that we've seen all into one, making it just so much better. And the show is really good. It's fast paced. They get a lot done. It's a 12 episode season, and there's 2 arcs in it. There's 2 arcs in a 12 episode season. That is genius. And who is it? Who wrote this show? Producers. No. What's going on here? Who's the author? I need to know the author. Staff? Director? Yoshifumi? Is that you? Is he the writer? I don't know. Maybe script and series composition? That would make sense. Kono to Kenji? I went to school with a kid named Kenji. Don't dox me. The themes were okay. That's a lacking part of that season of High School DxD. Now I know you guys are thinking, oh, Tyson, do you watch any other anime besides hentai? Yeah. I really like The Fruit of Grisai or Grisai no Kajitsu. Great show. Only, 13 episodes? I love the flashback arc to the school trip in the woods. It's like the darkest, weirdest, like demented, like childhood, like horror movie. It's like a horror movie. Think about it like a horror movie, but like one of those. I mean, there's a bunch of different types of horror movies. Whenever I think of a horror movie, I think of like, I don't know, like The Shining or something, where they're, I don't know, just in civilization. But now imagine a horror movie just in the middle of the woods, right? I mean, there's plenty of those, but it's with a bunch of kids too. I don't know. That's always, I've rewatched it probably 5 or 6 times now, maybe more, and every single time I get shivers. I'm like, no way did they draw that? It's crazy. One of my other favorite shows is Arpeggio of Blue Steel, ARS Nova. Amazing. I love it. 12 episodes. I just think it's kind of cool. Now, I watched this for the first time back in like 2014. I don't know when it came out. It probably came out right around then. It was probably new around then. It came out in 2013. So it had literally fall of 2013. It had just come out. And basically it's basically a gacha game. Gacha anime. What is that one? Hold on, I got it on my phone. Oh wait, I'm using my phone. It's the one with the girls with the ships. But yeah, it's an amazing show. I love it. I think it's cool. I like the idea of anime girls that are battleships. Honestly, I've just always loved like war movies. I don't know why. I just think it's cool. Explosions, cool. Yeah, manly man. But little anime girls, yes, please. That show is cool. That's what I'll say about that. I mean, I don't know. I actually, you know what is next on my one of the next ones on my list is High School Academia season 4. I've watched the first 3 seasons and I didn't get to the 4th season when it came out. I need to do that. If you guys have a better thing of like, you guys have like a better system of keeping track of when seasons come out, because like I'll watch like the first 3 seasons of a show and then the 4th one will come out in like a year and I'll just forget. I won't remember. I've seen a lot of the classics, obviously. Oh, look at that. Shingeki no Kyojin. Have you guys seen Shingeki no Kyojin? That's not it. Obviously, you guys can check out the list. I've seen JoJo, and then obviously like a lot of really popular ones like Death Note, No Game No Life, Kill La Kill. What is that? Demon Slayer, Kimi no Na wa, Seven Deadly Sins, One Punch Man. I haven't seen the second season yet. Rosario X Vampire. Suisei no Gargantia was an interesting show. I watched that one because I saw an anime edit of it, like a Vine, right? And I just thought it looked kind of cool. And I waited like 6 episodes to get to the freaking dancing episode that the Vine was about. And it's all CGI. I didn't like it. The show was fine. The concept is fine. I just think that the plot took too long. For a show with 13 episodes, they need to pick the pace up. Sword Art Online 2. I am one of the few people that really liked Gun Gale Online. I've seen 82 episodes of Fairy Tail. That's too much. That's too many. And I started Love Live School Idol Project, and I made it 3 episodes in. I saw Nico Nico Ni, and honestly, that's it. That's all you need to see. I don't care about the rest. But anyway, I mean, that's it. That's literally all I've seen. That's it. That's every anime I've seen. So I want you guys' suggestions. What should I watch? But in the meantime, that's going to wrap it up for today, Titan Talk. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. It's been episode 3 of Titan Talk with me, your host, Tyson. Tomorrow is episode 4 of Titan Talk. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about chapter 136 predictions, along with probably some fan theories, some comments. I've gotten a lot more comments since I made those videos, and I want to go over them some more. So watch out for that tomorrow. Of course, the usual time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, just like today with today's video. Maybe I'll premiere it. I'm not sure. I might premiere maybe like Christmas Eve's, Thursday's video. I probably didn't premiere today's. I have a hard time waking up that early. I'm sorry. I know it's late, but I record a lot. And so, whatever. But anyway, that's all for today. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.